Top of the day to you. Today we're going to be calculating the percent composition of iron, oxygen, and hydrogen in iron 3 hydroxide. First, we're going to find the total mass, create a nice little table to help us out, and then calculating the percentages is easy peasy. Take a look. Bam. So the first thing we're going to do is write down the elements that we see in the compound. So we see iron, we see oxygen, and we see hydrogen. Then we're going to take into account the number of atoms. That's where the subscripts come into play. If there's not a subscript there, it is assumed to be 1. So there's 1 iron. There's also 1 oxygen, but you got to be careful. Oxygen is tied up in the polyatomic anion hydroxide, and you have 3 of them. Therefore, you have 3 oxygens. The other way to look at it is to take the inner subscript and multiply it by the outer subscript to find the total of that particular atom. Same thing for hydrogen. You got 1 hydrogen, you multiply it by the outer subscript 3, and so you have 3 hydrogens. Easy peasy, right? Easy peasy. Then we're going to find the masses of the elements. Where do we find these? Oh, periodic table. So iron's mass is going to be 55.85, oxygen is 16, and hydrogen is 1.01. And those are the masses we're going to write down. So 55.85. Then we have 16. And then we have 1.01. All right, those masses can either be in AMU or gram per mole, depending upon if you're calculating molecular mass or molar mass. So the total mass here of the element now, we're just going to simply find by multiplying the row on across. So the total mass of iron here is 55.85. The total mass of oxygen is going to be 48. And then the total mass of hydrogen is 3.03. To find then the entire mass of the entire compound, which is really what we're looking for, we're going to sum this particular column on up, right? Isn't that so simple? So this is 106.88. And there it is. There's that total mass. So that's the first step of this process to find the mass percent or the percent composition of each of those particular elements. Next thing I'm going to do is just add a simple column to the table. Watch how quick this is. Bam. So now to find the mass percent of, let's say, iron, all we're simply going to do is take the total mass of iron, which was 55.85, and then we're going to divide it by then the total of the entire compound, right? So that's why we had to do that first. So it's 106.88, and then we're going to multiply that by 100. This is a simple percent calculation, part over whole times 100. Don't worry about the units, they would cancel. All right, so 52.25 or so. That would be the percent of iron here in iron 3 hydroxide. Next is for oxygen, so we have 48, all right? You can put in the zeros or you can forget the zeros. It really doesn't make a difference in terms of the number. It might matter in terms of the significant figures, but quite honestly, who cares about that? So we got 44.91. You're probably saying, who cares? Well, my teacher cares when he takes off, 32 points for a problem because I forgot 1 sig fig. Yep, that would be right. So 3.03 total mass of hydrogen here, divided by then the total of the entire compound, 106.88. Multiply that by 100 to find the percent of hydrogen now, and this is going to be 2.83. All right, 2.83, and that's in terms of a percent. And what should happen if this done properly? This should add up to be 100. You could do that as a quick check. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. All right, that's all I got for you. Thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Check out some more of our problems. We've got thousands of videos out there. Check out our channel. We'd love to help you with more. And yeah, we'll see you soon. All right, take care.